Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of a list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And we're live. I did it. I turned on the microphones. Hi, everybody!
Hello.
Welcome to this week's bi-weekly one-shot with this wonderful cast of people. And me, Nikki, your disaster by Dungeon Master.
Most wonderful.
uh, I'll let you guys meet the cast. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. We are going to start over here with Justice. If you just want to talk about yourself, who you're playing tonight, we'll do like plugs and stuff at the end.
Excellent. I'm Justice, and tonight I will be playing Sir Ulian of Trench, noble Triton warrior with an equally noble goal.
And Morgan.
Hi, I'm Morgan. Some of y'all may know me from Neon Goblin. I run an Icewind Dale campaign every Wednesday night and play in a couple of other campaigns. But tonight, I will be playing Astane Valo, who is a draconic tiefling sorceress bent on finding her way into this arcane academy.
And with Rin. I almost called you somebody else. I'm sorry.
It's me. Hi, I'm Rin. Tonight I will be playing the role of Melineep, the centaur eldritch knight fighter. And I'm here for something. It might just be frolicking. I'm not sure.
Frolicking probably will happen. We'll see. I have it in my notes. Chris?
Hello, I'm Chris, and I'm going to be playing Uriel, a celestial warlock tiefling who is looking to finally start fighting for her own.
Nice. And Jen.
So I'm Jen. I will be playing Marvis Marlowe, who is a water genasi monk.
Awesome. And today's adventure, our adventurers are going to a Mage's preliminary school to investigate some claims of something icky in their basement that they want them to quickly take care of. And that is where we see all of you standing before the large, beautiful, ornate oak doors of Valkaver's School of the Magics. This very large school that both caters to those who have the divine gift, those who have the arcane gift, and those that just wish to simply study the magical arts. It's both parts a university and also, you can do like grades through it as well. It's very prestigious though, as some of you know. And as your party walks forward, the doors open before you, and standing in front of you is or kind of briskly walking towards you, is a fire genasi woman. She has her hair kind of braided back. She looks more elfish than Fire Genasi, except for her bright red skin and her kind of glowing ember eyes, as she walks towards you all in these kind of billowing black robes. Who's the leader? Who does she greet first?
I have the noble background and I am well trained, but I might be a little awkward on land, so if no one wiser than me stops me, I would absolutely walk forward, and with my young ward, a fish in a fishbowl in tow, give a deep and flourishing bow and say, "I am Sir Ulian of Trench, and these are my noble compatriots. We have answered your summons."
She says, "Oh, thank you so much. Hi, my name is Shimmer. Lovely to meet you. I was the one that sent the summons to you all, and thank you all
Yes,
for
I
getting."
received them.
I'm sorry.
I received them. Your summons. It was very fascinating how you sent a piece of paper to me. You
Oh,
can't do that underwater, you see.
No, we can't.
Oh, yes. My Genasi friend speaks true. Innovative people up here.
um, well, I'm sure the technology to send messages on physical parchment will be readily available to those of the undersea kingdoms.
I can only hope.
And your adventuring party. Who may I be addressing? Who goes?
I just wanted to make it clear, I'm not with them. I'm just here to do a deed that my father tasked to me, so I can officially be enrolled in your establishment.
I see.
Perhaps you've heard of the Vallow family? We're the ones that make the Clarentine quartz. We gather up all the diamonds across the land to provide the clerics in their temples. We've built quite a name for ourselves. Surely you've heard of us.
Yes, I do know the Valo name. It is lovely to meet you in person. I will just write that down. And then she looks to the rest of you. I think she looks at the water genasi person. She says, "Oh, hi, cousin."
Oh, hello. Cousin. I hope you don't mind that I don't shake hands. I think I might burn on contact.
No, that would be very rude.
And Marvis is a blue-skinned water genasi, and her hair, she has lots of discreet robes around her, but her hair seems to be floating where there is any humidity. Just as a barometer for if there's water present, excuse me. She says, "I'm very glad to be here, very glad to be here."
We're very excited to have you all here and to give us some of your guidance, she says, and then she kind of looks over at Uriel.
I have one question. Something you left out of the summons?
Yeah, oh, yes.
Why is the school so, motivated to keep it under wraps?
Oh, well, it's not necessarily we're trying to keep it under wraps necessarily. It's just such a minor thing, but our students, well, they like to take they sometimes like to take matters into their own hands that aren't course approved, and some of these things are very dangerous. Some are not, but it's just safer to have this be done by the professionals rather than something happen that the school has to potentially deal with later with legal matters.
Sure, but as professionals, I'm sure that if something dangerous was lurking down below, you'd give us the courtesy of letting us know?
Oh, absolutely, of course. I mean, simply put, you're really only going down there to deal with spiders, but there's a lot of spiders.
Spiders.
Yes.
We're here to deal with spiders.
Again, there's a lot of spiders. And if the students find out about it, again, we've already had one incident a few days ago where a student found out about a very large, fiendish toad that was lurking around. Another student had simply summoned it, and we were trying to get it under wraps, but the student thought they could banish it back to the 9 hells that it came from, and was swallowed. And we received a very distressing letter from their grandparents. So we want to just make sure we let professionals handle it. And you look very professional, she says, looking up at. Did you want to describe Uriel in more detail?
Yes. Uriel wears a chain shirt that maybe once was nice, but at this point, like, kind of starting to clearly see some chinks in the literal armor. Things are like a little bit rusted. It's clearly been the kind of armor that they've worn for a really long time. But on their back is, and usually it's not out, but now as a sort of display of professional courtesy, you guys see a beautiful long sword that sometimes when you're not quite looking in its direction, you feel like it's glowing. It's Uriel's packed weapon.
Yes, you all look quite professional, and she looks up at the centaur.
Ma'am?
And what might your name be, sir?
Well, I imagine you had to have my name. You sent me my summons, so...
Oh, I sent it to the general group, and
It was a group text.
It was just it was like a formal to one person, and
Of course, sorry, I don't mean to presume anything, but you can call me Melaneep. Melly for short. Don't get too familiar with it, though. That's for my friends. Melly is a centaur, so they stand tall. They're horse height with a person on top. Wow, how tall is that? I don't know.
Really tall.
And they weigh about as much as a horse should. So hey, whatever. Horse people, help me out. But
Hands, I think.
I'm
Melly
not a
has...
horse girl. I'm a horseman. I'm a centaur.
He has a brown fur. He has tan skin, long black hair that's usually done up messy and kind of a haphazard bun, and kind of strong features, kind of like a pronounced nose, and a pretty agreeable smile. He's pretty ripped too, and strapped to his back is a weathered and worn bronze trident that he keeps on hand, as well as just a matching worn shield. He's got fairly nice linen clothes that are kind of done up with a cinch around the waist, and plenty of like pouches and bags that are just kind of like all over the centaur body for storing stuff. But he stands there. I've got my arms crossed, and the whole time we've kind of been doing these introductions, I've been stomping my foot on the floor, making the most obnoxious clomping noise.
I love it. She definitely takes note of it. And she's just like, okay. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. And so yes, let me just show you to where the problem is. And once you're all done, just you can. Now, I have been asked by the chemistry teacher if you wouldn't mind collecting pieces of the viscera if you want, but you don't have to. That won't detract from the contractual amount of money that I promised you, or the school promised you. Really, it's not coming out of my pocket. I don't make enough anyway. But if you do, any of the any small items will add 1 silver piece, and any of the larger items, so anything bigger than your for either in your palm of your hand or your arm, we'll add a gold piece.
Well, toting around spider parts sounds, how shall I say it, disgusting. Do you have something that we could conveniently tote this viscera around in? Not have to handle it?
Actually, if you just put it in a pile, and the chemistry teacher wants to handle that himself. Really, he just wants to make sure that things are preserved. I'm not a fan of him, but he's one of the faculty, and I have to relay their messages. So, anyway,
It's grim work, but it seems to pay by the pound.
yes.
I was planning on bisecting these creatures anyway.
Well, perfect. Anyway, let me lead you towards the basement where the action lays. I'm sorry. Usually I'm doing tours, so I just have
No, I like this.
much more energetic basement. Yes, this way. And she leads you through the main building, which you can see is just this very large hall, almost. It's the floor itself is massive, like the size of a just like maybe slimmer than a football field, but it seems to go on for a while, with archways leading out to outdoor courtyards and to other buildings kind of leading out of it. And there are stairways that lead to floors up above, and a few that go down below. But she leads you kind of through this main corridor, passing by smaller classrooms and some larger lecture areas, and finally going out into what looks to be a magnificent garden, complete with large lake that you see just one tentacle kind of floating out of, as well as a maze with a glowing silver tree at the center of it. Those are
Marvis
for another
waves
adventure.
hello. Marvis waves hello to the tentacle. Oh.
I actually want you to roll for this. Roll me persuasion. There we go. That'll work. Let's do that. First roll of the game.
Oh no.
Yeah, you got this.
I got oh no.
Oh,
I
no.
got a 3.
A 3. The tentacle just back into the water.
Starting off strong.
We'll talk again.
Cephalopods are a fickle lot.
Don't mind Gregory or Sir Tentacles or whatever names the students have given him. He's been in that lake for centuries. Honestly, if you don't have any food to hand out or any strange potions to give him, he doesn't really care for anybody. So this way, and she leads you down, kind of along the side of the building, to was essentially a cellar door, which she waves her hand over, and some simple arcane locks clink off of it, and she opens it up, and there is a wide set of stairs leading down. Melly will have to duck his head to kind of get through, but they seem sturdy and not difficult. She conjures up a magical flame, and she says, "All right, this way," and she very cautiously begins walking you all down the stairs.
I send out 4 floating globules of violet light that sort of dance around the party. This might be less of a fire hazard.
Thank you.
So, what is the order of people going down the stairs?
I'll go first.
I will follow suit.
I will follow.
Me and my very squishy 30 hit points will go first.
I'll follow after and I'll cast light on the longsword.
Nice.
I'll follow up the rear, and as I'm squishing my way into the hallway, I call ahead. Now, ma'am, you never really told us, where did all of these spiders come from?
That's the darndest thing. We do have, janitorial services that do keep most of the school clean and free of any strange summonings. But one of the students noticed a line of spiders, very small spiders, coming from the cellar, and thankfully reported it instead of dealing with it themselves. And another teacher found a very large nest of these spiders. One of which was they only got a quick glimpse of it, but they said it was a pale white color, which does not bode well. Spiders aren't a pale white unless they're albino.
Follow-up question.
Yes.
Do you still have janitorial staff?
We do, thankfully. It looked, from the quick glance that the teacher had before quickly closing up the cellar door, it seemed that all the only unfortunate casualties were small rodents.
Well, I reckon you best fire them for letting this happen.
We've had a very long discussion with them about letting this happen. The strangest thing is, they keep saying that they have cleaned out this cellar, and there's really nothing down here except, it's meant for storage and sometimes gardening supplies. So how a large group of spiders happen to get down here, one can only tell. Like beehives.
You said you don't really like your chemistry professor. Why is that? Is there any chance he planted a nest down here for the prospect of future harvesting?
I honestly wouldn't put it past him, but he is faculty, so I would hope that he would have the students' well-being in mind and not just plant spiders in cellars where students can just accidentally find them. But I have not personal reasons. Just, sometimes when you meet somebody and you just really don't want to talk more than 5 minutes with them, that's sort of the feeling I get.
I know the feeling.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Everybody thinks of someone else, and hopefully no one's thinking of me.
we will get that we'll get that character moment probably sometime in this dungeon. So Shimmer leads you down the stairs. You guys walk for maybe only like 5 or 10 minutes, and it does open up. Well, the first thing you notice are the spider webs. Shimmer kind of like gently coaxes the fire to kind of clean off the ones on the stairs, but then she stops just before the main room, and she just barely whispers, I dare not really disturb any more of the spider webs lest they actually jump out. So at this point I will let you all do your adventuring duties. If you need to reach me at any point, here. And she pulls out a small pearl-like chain, and she'll hand it to whomever wants it. You just simply put the chain over your ear, put the pearl in your ear, and it is a direct line to me. Like it's like a Bluetooth essentially. Yes, you can just call me and let me know when you're done, and I will come and we'll bring people to finish the cleanup and everything. But I have every faith in you all. Again, if you need me, do not hesitate to use the link pearl. I have to go back to my other duties. All right, bye. And she, the tiny little flame still hovers very gently in the air as she leaves. She did not light any other. You can see in this room, which again, covered in spider webs. The room itself is a solid, like 45 feet in depth and all that stuff. Spider webs covering these chairs and wheelbarrows and large bookcases. You definitely can see small little bundles of webbing of some of the casualties, and you can see a couple of very small, tiny little like normal size spiders. Everybody, go ahead and give me a perception check. Oh, and there are like sconces and like a chandelier that's also kind of covered in the spider webs as well. So if anybody wants to light anything.
With that, I don't know that Cerulean knows what a spider is.
Yeah.
He offers to rouse these creatures from their strange draperies.
That would be a 3.
3.
Got an 11.
11.
Sitting high with 11.
Oh, is that?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I am way too distracted by all of these spider webs. I rolled a 5.
Oh my god.
None of us. Wow.
Marvis, you are the only one who notices, just for a brief moment. You definitely notice that there's at least 4 very large, like the size of a. Well, I was gonna say a dog, but you're a water genasi, so.
A seal?
A seal. Yes, the size of a seal.
Thank you for accommodating us, Nikki.
4 of those kind of scattered around the room, that definitely look actively lived in. And then there's another one further in the back, actually up on the ceiling, that is much, much larger. Like that one would probably hold the equivalent of maybe not a great white shark, but like maybe a tiger shark. Like there's a really big spider probably in that one.
Marvis clears her throat. And she has animal handling. And starts to speak whale speak, even though they are terrestrial animals. Hello! What are you doing here?
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Is she all right?
Yes, roll me that animal handling. Let's out. Yes.
She got a 14.
You make these whale calls, and Ulian, you know that the sound of the whales is not just something you hear; it's something you feel. Like you feel the vibrations. And as you're doing this, you literally see some of the webbing begin to vibrate with your call.
Working.
Also, I definitely should have asked beforehand, does anybody actually have a fear of spiders? I'm cool with changing this enemy. I forget that some people are scared of spiders.
Torture us, DM.
Light torture. Gentle torture. Fun torture. But so you see some of the webbing begin to kind of shake with the very sound of the sound of the whale call, and the first 4 kind of lower to the ground spider webs, you see the spiders kind of crawl out and investigate like what's on the webbing. They don't run towards you all. They're more like when alligators like leap out at whatever disturbed the water, like that's what they did. They like leapt out to investigate what was on the webs.
As soon as she sees that, Valo, which she typically goes by, shrugs out of her sort of ridiculously billowy avant-garde outer robes and is wearing
It's me,
almost
Anastasia. Sorry.
It's me.
Yeah.
But she has like an empire waist pair of really tight black leather
Yes.
pants tucked into knee-high black boots.
You can't
and
fight
like a
if you're
sort
not
of
cute.
exactly a billowing white shirt that's unbuttoned completely but tucked in so that it's tasteful, you know, a tasteful amount of cleavage. And her tail just kind of uncurls for the first time, and she makes sure to keep it off the dust-covered ground. She just cracks her knuckles, and 2 little points of flame appear in her palms.
I think
If
with,
they come any closer, I'm going to incinerate.
I think at that point, we are going to roll initiative.
Woo!
Cerulean, do we have these?
I believe they're large, skinny crabs.
They
Oh,
are they are arachnids, so they are similar to crabs and lobsters.
And crabs. Well, I guess a lot of
In a
crabs
few
live
more
on-
thousand years, these will become crabs again. I'm sure.
I know how to eat
Wow.
crustacean.
I never roll good on my initiative rolls. I got a 22 and a 17. I'm sorry. No, but then again, it's spiders.
They've already decided how they're going to eat us. Like,
Yeah, they're like-
Okay.
we stumbled around in the darkness.
It's okay. I got
It's
a
not
4.
entirely dark. You do have the glow orbs and the small little flame that Shimmer did leave you. So there is some dim lighting in the room, but it's not completely covered. Now, I will go ahead and say webbing can be set on fire. That is absolutely a real thing. Chase your bliss. Do what makes you feel good with that information.
I feel like Valo's one of those everything can be set on fire type of sorcerers.
Everything can be set on fire if you try
Everything's
hard
flammable
enough.
if you try hard enough, exactly.
Sir Urian, what'd you get?
16.
16. Melly.
I rolled a 3, so 2.
Oh!
Oh,
You're just like, I'm away.
Basically, just after y'all.
Uriel.
A 4.
oh my god.
No, after you. Valo.
18.
18.
Nice.
And Marvis.
6.
Y'all are like, oh, you got fire. And, oh, go.
No, you go.
No,
you go.
You go.
Probably let the equine go.
I love it. It's so good. And okay, write these down. It is going to be the small spiders first, and then a stain, a stan.
Astane or
Astane.
Valo.
There is an accent on the E. I need to remember that. And
Just think astounding.
Astounding. That's great. I love it. Sweet.
Charisma based characters, man. They're so fun.
So these kind of dog-sized spiders, seal-sized spiders, the 4 of them crawl out of their little hovels, and I believe the first person in the front was Astanes, and you have your little flames in hand, so they rush towards you. 2 of them crawl immediately towards you on the ground, while the other 2 are making their way up the wall and trying to go through the tunnel, like on the ceiling. It's scary. You don't like it here.
Valo might say that she's not with us, but Sir Ulian definitely is going to protect her with at least one polearm mastery strike.
Nice.
I can reach around. I can give her the reach around with my spear.
Ooh.
I feel like this is not the first time this has happened.
For Ulian, it certainly is.
So there is one of them tries to shoot you with some webbing. Does a 16 hit you, Astane?
That is exactly my armor class. Yes, it does.
So one just rears up and a gout of webs grabs onto you. And you are restrained. It takes an action to break it. You need a DC 12 strength check, or someone can destroy it. It has 5 HP. Someone could just tear you out of there. But then the other spider is going to attempt to bite you, and since you are restrained, it has advantage. It got an 11.
Ah!
I don't think that hits.
Nope.
Yeah, it lunged at you, but the webbing kind of knocked you back a bit, so it misses. And the other 2 spiders are climbing along the walls into the tunnel, actually heading back to where you are, Millie, to form some sort of flanking position. But they don't do anything.
They understand our tactics.
They're smart.
They're much more prepared for this than we were.
How could they? And now it is Astane.
If I were to include myself in the corner of it, would a 5-foot cube capture the 2 spiders that just attacked me and the webs on me?
Yes, but I'm going to need you to make an Arcana check
Sure.
as well.
I'm proficient in that. Should be good. Oh yeah, modified 20.
Yes. Whatever spell you're about to cast, you've cast it enough times that you could get just like hairpin right at the front of you without actually damaging yourself.
Oh, I can damage myself, but if I don't have to, even better.
Yeah.
So I've already got the little motes of flame, and I look down at my newly ruined outfit and glare at the spiders and go, oh, hell no. And I just increase the motes and cast Create Bonfire
Yes.
in a 5-foot cube.
Yes.
They have to make dexterity saving throws.
Yes. Yes.
Team fire and water, baby.
10 and a 14.
Both of those fail.
Sweet.
So they will take 3 points of fire damage. Yay.
3 points is 3 points. That they don't
But
like
I'm
it.
still webbed at this point.
Well, you're covered in webs, but the gout of fire does singe off some of it. The webs had 5 hit points, so they only got 2 left.
Perfect. I will bonus action quicken a spell with one of my sorcery points. So I will quicken let's just do a 1st level witch bolt.
Ooh.
That's a roll to hit. Ah! That went
No.
off the table. Okay. 16 plus 7 is math, 23.
A 23 will hit them, yeah.
For 1d12 lightning damage, and as she casts it, all her little dragon scales flash bright blue.
I love it.
With these damage die, 3 points of lightning damage.
Are you hitting the spider that tried to bite you, or the one that hit you with the web?
Let's do the one that tried to bite me.
Okay. So that one has a gout of lightning currently focused on it. It doesn't
I'm
like
concentrating.
it. Doesn't like it at all.
Oh.
Is that anything else on your turn?
That's all.
Something happens. Ulian, Sir Ulian, it's your turn.
Something happened.
Something happened. You'll find out later.
I shift and take a protective stance with my spear in one hand and my fish bowl in the other. And so I have reach with my weapon, so I can try and strike at a spider that is adjacent to the person in front of me. My first swing. Maybe actually. 13.
13 misses. You need a 14 to hit these spiders.
Fair. That's not a 14. So I try and strike around at this tiny spider, and then knowing that my large horse friend needs to be able to get to the front, I am going to just throw myself into the webs and try and barrel through them as best as possible off of the stairwell, and try and create a path for my allies.
Wonderful. Make me a dexterity saving throw as you hurl yourself.
Dexterity.
Yes.
The thing I'm wearing armor to do well. Well, I got a natural 20, but I think I have disadvantage because of my armor. Is that right?
That's for stealth.
Okay,
checks.
that's just stealth?
Yeah.
Then
Also, you rolled a natural 20.
So I rolled a 19.
Yeah. The natural 20. You know, you are you are like a fish out of water on land
See
with
me
this
underneath the
armor.
waves. I am a ballet. I'm a one-man typhoon. But here on land, sadly, I blunder about like a walrus.
But like an absolute unit, you land in the one clear spot of no webbing, and there's a little bit underfoot, but not enough to restrain you.
Better it restrain me than my allies.
Yes. So you're right behind the other two spiders, the one of which is having lightning coursing through it right now. Next up, it is Marvis.
Oh my goodness. So we've just come off the stairs and we've entered this room, or we've already, how far are we?
You guys are still on the stairs, and there are spiders at the base of the stairs, and there are spiders on the ceiling above you right now.
Marvis throws her hands into the air and just yells, "Crustaceans!" And in her short time training as a monk on land, she has pretty charged up unarmed strikes.
Oh, I love it.
She just tries to reach quickly for the 8 arms of a single spider, just kind of like trying to pull off the legs.
Yeah. You're doing your two unarmed strikes. Are you gonna do your flurry of blows?
Yes. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll all of that for me.
So I got a 15 plus 5, 20.
That'll hit.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
And how much damage?
Is 5 plus 2 bludgeoning.
5 plus 2, that's 7. Okay. By the way, I just need to know, who are you hitting? Are you hitting the one that is being gouted with lightning, or the one that isn't?
The one that isn't.
Okay. Cool. Damage.
Crustacean!
So that's one leg that you pull off. What about those other? What about the other?
How many
legs?
more could it have?
Next room has centipedes.
Oh no!
No.
I put the turn order in the Zoom chat for you all.
Grazie.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Sorry, did you need to do that?
Oh no. So was that all your attacks? I thought you had 2 regular ones and then your flurry of blows.
Oh, yeah. I'll just keep repeating the same thing with the same spider. Just like go on a crab feed.
Yeah. Yeah. Roll me 2 more attacks.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Got a 6
A 6 is not going to do it.
and a 23.
Oh, 23 will do it.
Yeah. And then for the 23, got 2 damage.
Just 2?
Or yeah.
Plus
Oh, plus the bludgeoning. Sorry, 4.
you're good. I was just like, oh no. Oh god. You tear off 2 of these spiders' legs and did not like it at all. It's
Very gross.
It's upset.
Terrestrials, very gross.
I feel like we need to get Marvis some nunchucks that she can like spin around and use them like claw crackers.
Yes, like oh my god.
Fantastic idea.
Well, she keeps the legs on her, actually. Just clutching them, afraid of them, but also, I could use these.
It's
I'll beat you
fueling
with your
her.
own legs.
Is brushed butter a monastic weapon? I think it's hot.
You look, we know what butter can do in combat. We've seen it. Uriel.
So, how many spiders are there right now?
There are currently the 4. The 2 in front of Astane, and then the 2 on the ceiling above
And-
you guys heading towards the back.
I'm assuming I'm like closer to the top of the stairs. Looking down, does Astane still look restrained?
She's still restrained, but like the webs are on fire.
Okay. And you said there was the larger one, the ceiling?
There's 2. There's the 2
Two.
4 regular spiders, the regular giant spiders. There is 1 spider that you haven't seen yet.
Got it.
Always.
And how far is the ceiling from here?
Top of the ceiling, another 3 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am going to. I guess I can't back up or move forward.
I know you can back up. You just have to
That's true.
maneuver around Melly.
Yeah, I'll back up around Melly and I'll Eldritch Blast 2 in the ceiling.
Nice. Yeah.
Doing
roll
what
me.
warlocks do.
It's your bread and butter. We're gonna make many butter puns for the rest of the game. Sorry.
Butter
everybody.
puns.
That's an 18 on the first one.
That'll hit.
For 4 damage.
Mhm.
And then an 8 on the second.
8's not gonna do it.
And then I'm gonna stay right behind Melanie and end my turn there.
Excellent. And was bringing up the rear, but Melly, what do? You are
As
very close to those spiders on the ceiling, by the way.
as Uriel pushes past me, I kind of do one of these and kind of trot a little bit to the side. Yep. All right. Excuse you there. All right.
Horse on
And,
the stairs.
I hold my hand out, and the trident that's on my back just kind of flips up and goes straight to my hand because spirit bonded weapon.
Yes.
And I will hold it in 2 hands and jab at the spiders that are coming over on the ceiling.
Yes.
If I can reach them, can I
Yeah.
like?
With both the trident weapon and also you having so much height, yeah, you could definitely. It's like hitting spiders with a broom, except hitting them with a trident.
It's
And
the
I will
biggest
do that.
lobster fork ever.
Except the broom is sharp and will kill you.
Yes.
I will go ahead and attack first the one that was poked with an Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
Ooh, great, cool. That's a 23.
That'll super hit.
And we'll go ahead and roll my versatile attack damage for 10 trident damage
Nice.
as
There we
I
go.
jab at the spider.
This pokey broom is doing some damage. Not into it.
And I do believe I get a second one as a level 5 fighter.
You do.
So I will basically jab the first spider, rip the trident down, and get the spider body just kind of flung on the floor off of the edge of the trident, and then I will stick at the other one as well.
Nice.
And that's a 22.
That'll hit.
And oh, well, I didn't roll the magic number for my 2-handed weapon fighting, but that is 6 damage.
Yeah.
With that poke.
Nice. Some solid pokey damage. Just for giggles, go ahead and roll me that. Roll me a strength check. The spider is going to oppose it. The one that you pulled down, I'm just gonna see if you like where it landed essentially when you pulled it from the ceiling.
On his back.
I'm worried. I'm worried about this.
I thought that would be good. I rolled a 2 for 8.
Oh, I got an 11. So you pull the spider down, and it just kind of naturally flipped itself over, and it landed on its legs, and it's turned towards you and Uriel, and it hisses with its fangs. But it's now on the ground, so you could stomp it, and that would be great. And it is their turn. So starting at the back, the one on the ground is actually going to attempt to bite you, Millie. And I don't think a 9 hits you. No.
Does not.
No. And the one on the ceiling that was hit. Oh no, the one that's on the floor was hit with the Eldritch Blast. The one on the ceiling is going to try and hit you with webbing, Millie. With a 23 for your
That will hit.
So you are now. Hold on, let me read this because you're kind of long.
I'm a medium-sized creature. I am.
I know you're a medium-sized creature, but I also just like to imagine that you're just like very long, medium-sized creature.
Can you imagine a small-sized centaur?
I have
The Shetland pony
I
centaur.
have seen the Shetland pony centaur. That good.
Or like a little deer or goat.
The webbing wraps around your the human half of your torso and some of the front of your centaur legs, and you are restrained. DC 12 strength to simply break it. It only has 5 hit points. So yeah. And then the ones in front of astounding. The one that's your lightning is going to attempt to bite you. Oof. For a 19. You'll take 11 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 11.
Yeah, sorcerer can totally do that.
I believe.
Okay, yeah. 14.
14. The spider definitely tries to inject you with something, but you're like, nah. Not today. Not in this house. The other spider turns to Ulian and attempts to bite him.
Aha.
Does a 17 hit you?
17 certainly does hit me.
For 8 piercing damage, and I will also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
All right. Did he, by any chance, or did this spider move within 5 feet of me?
I think it
one of
was
my
already
friends.
within 5 feet of you, and it just turned around.
Fair enough. Constitution saving throw, natural 1.
Oh no! Sir Ulian, like that of a jellyfish sting, you feel the poison of the spider coursing into you, and you take 6.
How are these crabs poisonous?
You take 6 points of poison damage.
Nobody warned me the crabs would be poisonous.
No one told me the crabs would be poisonous.
Our crabs don't have poison.
The crabs and jellyfish have united.
Oh no, they've created one terrible being. And that is their turn. Astane.
I'm going to remain webbed and instead use my action to deal another 1d12 lightning damage to the one that I've got my witch bolt on.
Yep.
Okay, that's 10 points of lightning damage to it.
Oh, that's a lot of lightning damage. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot to make you roll this earlier. Can you roll me a concentration check for your witch bolt?
Yes, absolutely.
That was
Thank goodness I have proficiency in the saving throws, so I got a 13.
13.
But it was a 9 on the die.
Yep. So it's still going, and you do 10 points of damage to this guy. Not looking very good. Any bonus actions?
If he's looking like real squishy.
He's looking like he's a little charred on the top. Definitely burnt spider hair smell now kind of going.
Okay. I'll go ahead and burn another sorcery point to quicken a firebolt at him.
Oh god. Yeah.
13 plus to hit. Modified 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
The desk. I need to get a rolling tray out. Y'all, these damage dice are hating me.
No.
Oh.
3 points
No.
on 2d10.
It definitely didn't like it. I will also go ahead and say that the webbing underneath it catches and begins to slowly spread because we like fire here. Just let that slowly go.
I'm gonna get some different dice out.
All right. On its turn. Oh, I love. Yeah, if you guys have like cards, I love cards. We have cards here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And on my list that is Astane. So Astane, you're like got this lightning bolt kind of going on this one spider. You still got the webbing around you, but it'll come off eventually. Suddenly, almost you literally blink, and there is a huge white spider in front of you. You did not see it crawl forward. It's suddenly there, and it is going to take a bite out of you.
Oh.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
It does 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make me another Constitution saving throw. Actually,
Hold
I
on a minute,
you
I
make
need to.
2. Yeah.
Okay, I barely still need to make that. Let's see. All right, so first one for the poison
Yes.
is a 19.
You save.
For my concentration, even higher.
Excellent. You keep the witch bolt going. You do not take the poison damage, but there's now a very, very big spider in front of you.
Astane is profusely bleeding.
On a successful save, you actually take half damage instead of none. So you're gonna take what's the half of this? 14 points of poison damage.
I'm out.
Astane, you go down.
Ooh.
Oh no. So you automatically are reduced to 0 hit points. And you are paralyzed. And this face batter is just like, just gonna wind you up. Dinner.
Doggy bag.
Some spicy dinner.
That's fine.
So
That was fast. It always has to be spiders.
It always has to be spiders. And also just one really big bad spider. Why?
My father will hear about this.
That's the last thing you say before you pass out.
As the web covers your mouth.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is so like you're not knocked unconscious. You're literally just dropped to 0, and then you're paralyzed. So you you're watching this happen. You're just like, not cool. Ulian, it's your turn. You see this big ass spider appear. It's no
Carry
bueno.
with the children. I found the mama. And I will leap to the fray. I suppose there's the baby spider near me. Hopefully
the baby spider, if you are running
Yeah,
bravely.
I gotta get towards that mama.
Yes, it's going to attempt to bite you. It rolled a 20, not a natural.
Yes, that hits me.
For 10 piercing damage.
Constitution?
Yep, please.
10. Well. Okay, that's much better. For Constitution, that's a 23, so.
23, yeah, no. Don't take poison damage for this one.
Cool. Then I will sail into the fray and attack twice with my spear.
Yes.
Netting a 17 on the first.
Yes, you need a 13 to hit the big one.
Cool. That will be 10 points of damage for the first strike,
Yes.
as I am a duelist.
Yes.
And the second attack is a 15. You said that hits?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right. For 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
Hot dice.
Hot dice.
And then, because I am a banneret and I inspire others, I will do a second wind, and when I second wind, I can heal 3 other people from my fighter level. So let's give 5 points to Valo, certainly. Does anybody else hurt? Not yet? Okay, so just 5 points to Valo real fast, and I will heal myself as I shout, "Have at ye, vile crab!" And I'll heal myself for 14 points.
Yeah. Rad. This, by the way, so Ulian, maybe it's just because this is a big spider and it's like hitting the side of a barn door or hitting the side of a whaler ship, but you're just like you get deep in there, and this poison crab creature does not look good. You did some hefty damage to it right off the bat. And now it is Marvis.
Marvis throws down the 2 spider legs onto the small spider and just like a crazy person just runs straight for the large spider, attempting to use one of its legs to leg up and jump on top of it.
Yes.
Thank
Roll me in acrobatics. I want sick flips.
Yeah,
Give me sick flips.
Sick flip, go roll it now. Got a plus a 2, so got a 14.
A 14, yeah. No, you like, it's currently dealing with Ulian behind it. It's trying to protect its dinner, and you just like hop on the wall, hop on top of it, and now you are on top of this giant mama spider.
Screaming in whale speak the whole time.
I will count that as your movement, so you still have your action and your bonus action. What do?
She's going to look for the carapace like on a actual crab.
It's all over.
And try to lift up.
Lift the hood on this bitch.
Getting that gunk.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, just roll me a straight. This is just like an unarmed strike for you.
Oh yeah, good.
Like a streak of barbarian in there.
This is a 19.
Yes. Oh my god. Roll damage.
This is a 4 + 2, 6.
6. Oh my god, I love it. Yeah, you stick your hands in and you pop. Like you're kind of like it's that middle section on a spider. You pop that up. This is where the legs are.
This is the most delicious part.
Go.
Crack you open like the hood of a sedan.
See how you work. You still have one more regular attack, and you also have your flurry of blows if you want to take any of those.
Oh my gosh. Just gonna unarmed strike into the jelly mess below.
Punch.
Get that sweet meat.
Yeah. And that is, not as good. That's a 12.
A 12 misses.
Yeah. She just makes a mess.
You're making a mess.
She needed a bib. There's no bib.
There's no bib. There's no bib that says let's get cracking on it. You do still have your flurry of blows if you would like to do unarmed strikes, or if you would like to do anything
Oh
else as a
yeah,
bonus action.
just use all of my monk skills all at once. And that is oh no, okay, that's a 10. Also doesn't hit.
No. But man, it looks really rad up there. The spider is not happy. In fact, it's a little upset. Now it is Uriel.
So currently, I'm watching as the monk. Like, I guess in my head, it's like when you go to like cheesy restaurants and there's a bowl and everyone's drunk and they're riding it. That's what I'm picturing, but a giant spider, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
The bottom of the stairs.
Also,
okay.
I mean, you're not sure how drunk Marvis is at this given at any given
Right. Could be, and how far down is it to the bottom of the stairs?
For you and Millie, you have another like 10 feet. Honestly, you were right at the foot of the stairs when the spider started coming.
Got it. It's kind of from the top. Leah looks over and sees Val like both paralyzed. I guess not to 5, but paralyzed still, right?
Yeah, still paralyzed.
You see, they like kind of roll their eyes. And they're like, "I've never seen a tiefling so spoiled." Hold out her hand with a sword, and it like bright. It gets really bright, and I'll do 3d6 healing for you.
Wow.
My holy light.
Oh.
Let's see here.
Okay.
That's gonna be 9.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. 9 hit points, and then I'm going to Eldritch Blast first.
Yes.
The one that I got before, that I watched Melanie skewer.
Threw
Try to
it to the
finish it
ground.
off.
Threw it on the ground.
That's a 22.
Oh, that hits.
That's 6 points.
Nice. Looking real bad.
And there's another one, right?
There's I mean, none of the spiders have been taken out yet, but some of them are looking very haggard and ready to drop.
I'll just fire that one again.
Yep.
13.
13 misses. You need a 14 to hit the smaller spiders. They're still big.
Dang. And that'll be my turn.
All right, and then Millie.
All right. Gosh, we've got all the spiders.
Several spiders. This
Too many spiders.
Oops, all spiders.
Oops, all spiders. All right. First things first, I will go ahead and whirl the trident at the other spider. Oh wait, no, I'm still restrained as well, which is a problem. That's a problem. As a restrained character, can I make attack actions still?
No. You have to you have to use your action to either break the grapple or you can still move your hand. So if there are any like magics that you would like to do.
Nah. I got a 16 on a strength check.
Oh yeah, you're just like.
And I would like to stomp the crap out of the spider in front of me. Absolutely. On the ground.
I honestly.
I'm gonna have to action surge.
You know what? I'm gonna count it as your movement because you're just moving forward. This is your hooves.
You're horsing.
You're just this is your
Horsing
normal
around.
motion. But go ahead and give me that attack roll.
I'm horsing around. Mighty kind. I don't think that'll work. Is a 13 gonna do it? 13
misses the spider.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm still gonna action surge because these spiders are all sorts of pains in the butt.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
I will trident it after stomping, seeing that it kind of gets out of the way of my hooves somehow, and I swear. Oh yeah, that'll be better. That's a 25.
Oh yeah.
And I will go ahead and roll my damage on that. roll that damage. That is 8 trident damage on the spider on the ground.
Oh my god, I was looking at the wrong number. Okay, so the spider on the ground that had already been Eldridge blasted by Uriel this round as well. It's already looking pretty rough. How it was able to dodge your hooves, you're not really sure, but you just flip the trident around, bring it down, that spider curls up and no longer moves.
Bless. And then at the same time, I'm just going to pick the trident back up with the spider on it and huck it at the one that's on the ceiling.
Nice.
Ugh, not with a 1, so
No.
I miss.
you hurl it, but you weren't really prepared for how not short of a distance the ceiling was, and you do hit the ceiling, and it goes shooting down, and I'm gonna need you to roll me just a flat d20. 1 to 9, it hits one of your companions. 10 to 20, it just clatters to the ground.
That's a 16.
Cool. It clatters to the ground or onto the stairs, and you can all see there's a spider shish kebab on the end of this triton. And we're back up to the top with the spiders. One of it is down, and they're all very sad. They take a moment. And then they start biting you guys again. The one on the ceiling drops, or it makes its way over to you, Uriel, and it tries to bite you for it with 24 for 9 points of damage. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
$21.
21 does it. You succeed against the poison. Let's see. There are spiders coming after you, Ulian.
How about you?
2 bites. A 21 and a 19.
Both of those will hit me.
With a combined 14 points of damage.
I will take these crabs as they come at me, so they do not hurt my friends.
And,
so 2 con saves.
And 2 con saves, yeah.
You said 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm fighter. I'm doing fighter things. Well, the first one is a 22.
It's good. Yep, that'll
And
do
the
it.
second one is a 14.
That saves. The con save is an 11. So
Excellent.
don't take any of the poison damage as they try to swarm you. But you're just like, these crabs.
Oh, crustaceans.
And it is Stane. You're paralyzed, but the crab, the giant spider is occupied with everything else going around it. So you just hanging out there.
I know because I'm paralyzed, I can't take any actions or reactions, but you mentioned that it didn't knock me unconscious, it just dropped me to 0.
Yes.
Do I still have concentration up or no?
No, yeah, your concentration ended when you
Gotcha.
when you got paralyzed.
So yeah, I'm paralyzed and restrained.
Yep. Yeah, you're essentially incapacitated. Yep. But you're just hanging out. Not dying. Don't have to make any death saves. On its turn, on the big giant white spider's turn, it can't really reach the one hitting it from above. So it's who's it going to attack? I
hear this maniacal laughter from above.
Yeah, no, I think it turns around and it is going to attempt to bite you, Ulian.
I am the lure and she is the angler.
But a 10 doesn't hit you, does it?
Does not.
No. It's freaking out with this thing on its back and it tries to bite down on you and it completely whiffs. And that is its turn. And Ulian, you have many spiders
Yes.
kind of swarming on you.
I will unleash the full fury of my aquatic spear style. I'm gonna go for Big Mama first.
Yeah.
Big Mama's house. That's a natural one. And then I
What are
adjust
these
my sights,
dinosaurs?
realizing that these spiders, these spaders, they don't fight like crabs. They don't fight like honorable crabs. No, and I wish that would. That's a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Excellent. I do wish that I was the kind of fighter that let that crit, but I am not, sadly.
It's okay.
So why don't you take 9 points of damage, spider? And since I have a free bonus action, I will attempt a pommel strike with the butt of my spear.
Wait, Justice.
Yes.
So that the 9 damage you do to the big mama spider, how do you want to take out the big mama spider?
This thing turns and rears and screeches at me like spiders do in movies, and I can see my water genasi friend on its back, and I just want to like push the spear up into the spider and then present the tip through the other end so that the genasi can just push it and just crack this whole thing open like you do a crab.
Yes. Yes. And crack open the spider is certainly it in fact kind of bisects a little bit. You feel very satisfied with what
I
you've
told
done.
you that would happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Look away, young ward, and I cover my goldfish's eyes as I pommel strike the little baby spider behind me. I rolled a hit with my normal modifier. I think. Yeah. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
But it's only a d4 of damage. Where are you, pointy die? 1 plus 5 is 6.
6. Oh. Are you hitting the one that was that did have focused electricity on it, or the other one?
I'm striking the bitey bastard what bit me last.
They both bit you last.
Okay, then the electric one. I guess.
Selector.
Ulian, how do you kill that one?
Yeah, so I shield the eyes of my young and delicate ward, and then just turn the spear around and set it down like you are, like you're planting your flag.
Yeah.
And just plant it in the spider.
Do you have a flag?
It's got a nice little crest on it. Not a flag; those don't work well underwater. So it's got some shark teeth and some other, I don't know, shells, water stuff, Little Mermaid stuff.
Yeah, no, you definitely strike a pose, and it's very very heroic as you help cleave through two of the spiders, and there are now only 2 left. And we are now at Marvis. Marvis, the big mama spider that you are on top of, begins to slowly curl and die beneath you. What are you doing?
She, with like fluid motion, surfs downward down one of the legs.
Might I imagine like the Flintstones, very like
Yeah, like the dinosaur. Yes, going down the tail of a brontosaurus, but this time it's a spider.
yeah.
Fluid, graceful, like the Flintstones.
Graceful.
I was expecting Legolas.
Oh
the
yeah.
Flintstones.
no, the Flintstones, please.
But imagine, her hair is very Medusa-like
Yeah.
if there is liquid around, so it's just.
There was a lot
Flying
of
behind.
liquid with the webbing around, but now with the fire that is currently kind of slowly making its way through, it's getting a little hot in here.
And she heads toward, I guess there's spiders at the foot of the stairs.
There's one more spider by Sir Ulian, and then there's another spider by Uriel.
Okay, so I'll head toward Ulian, who is closer to me, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And just gonna go nuts, just screaming crustaceans again with the flurry of blows.
Still got those two other spider's legs in hand, just to go.
Oh, she threw those already.
straight through
I'm
the
making
way.
a bouquet.
This is a 16,
Yeah, the 16 will hit.
and the damage is a 6 total.
6. All right. This spider looks real rough. You just grab one of the legs and just rip it off.
And start hitting it with it with 2 more unarmed strikes.
Yes.
Oh, this one's an 11, but
No, 11
And
misses.
second is a 25.
Yes. It's be-
Like a fatality. Jesus.
was it an actual 20?
Yeah.
Oh, it was an actual 20. This spider had 2 hit points left. Describe to me how. What do you do? What is the finishing blow? Finish this spider.
This was like if you could bicycle kick downward and it was just overkill. And it's just tire screeching speed of just mess. And she's just kind of like, do you think this is enough viscera for the chemistry teacher?
Valo is just there getting splattered while they're in there.
Just like can't.
This is fine.
You know, just like a child that got into shoe polish. Like, I don't know what I did.
Oh god, I love it. I got into the peanut butter and it's getting everywhere.
It's just there, and she's just smiling huge.
Yep. Uriel, there is the final spider in front of you.
You watch Uriel kind of look up at Marvis, then back down at the spider, then back up at Marvis, then back down at the spider. And Uriel kind of has a moment where they're like, you see them kind of like looking at it, figuring out what cool flurry they could do. She just kind of blasts them twice
Yes.
without even looking.
Pew, pew.
It's a 22.
Yes.
It's gonna be 12 points.
Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Is there a second hit?
Yeah, and then 12.
A 12 misses. We need looking for a 14 for these little guys.
Got it. And does anyone look? How's everyone looking?
I have sustained a few injuries, my friend.
There's like a few bites on your body.
I'm
Yeah.
swelling.
Yeah.
Ria looks at the usual well put together nobleman and points the sword, kind of like looking away, almost as if like embarrassed for him for a second.
I'm embarrassed for me too.
I'll do another 3d6 for you.
All right. Before Millie's turn, here's
The
I'm up
BBEG
the
arrives.
baby.
Oh,
Oliver,
So how
can you
much-
say
that's
nine
8 for you.
Okay, cool.
Can you say nine nine?
Night.
Say I love you.
Good night, Oliver.
Okay.
Young ward.
You and me.
Can you say happy birthday, Justice?
Happy birthday, Dustin.
Thank you, Oliver.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
It's a
Why
secret,
didn't
but
we
I blew
know
it.
this?
Oliver, pick your favorite person. Oliver, it's time to pick your favorite person.
Who's your favorite person?
Yeah, pick someone. Who's your favorite tonight?
Has to be Valo.
Punch.
No. Are you picking the person who punched a lot? Is that your favorite?
Punch. Punch.
I think that's the
I
monk.
think that's
the monk,
Marvis.
yeah.
Oh, you're so cute.
I can't pretend to steal that.
All right. Can you blow a kiss? Mwah.
Mwah.
All right.
Bigger.
Nene, baby. Close the door behind you.
So cute.
Yeah. Just a little miniature interruption. So So Marvis, you have a Oliver inspiration. It works just like a DM inspiration. You can re-roll a 20 die or give yourself advantage with it.
Oh my
That's
goodness,
awesome.
thank you.
Yes. Look, it's by the whim of Oliver. I have no control over it.
Chaos.
The chaos.
Chaos
The very adorable chaos. And now Millie, bringing up the rear. It is your turn. There's one spider left.
Well, that makes things easy. Is it the one on the ceiling still?
It moved down from the ceiling and now
Oh, good.
it's in front of Uriel.
Oh yes, that's right, it did. So, well, I will turn, look at it, and try and make enough space as I hold out both my hands this time, and a bonded glaive appears, and I'm just going to start whirling or stabbing as best as I can at it, because I don't think there's enough room to really start a whirling glaive.
You can. You get little
Right.
sparks on the side of the
Oh,
wall.
even better then. Absolutely. I'm
Yes.
going to do a sparking glaive strike.
Yes.
And as I start twirling it, I just look at Uriel and I say, mind your feet, and just keep going. And that's 24.
Yes, that hits.
Whee! Oh, cool. With my two-handed weapon fighting, I can re-roll that one.
Yes.
Oh, which is much better. That makes it a 10 total.
How do you, sparkling glaive, kill the last spider?
Awesome. I just keep spinning the glaive as I strike and strike the spider. It just kind of falls into a whole bunch of ribbons, and I keep going until there's just a spider glob all in an arc, like around the stair tunnel.
And it's little bits of viscera.
Just keep spinning.
Just keep spinning. Just keep spinning, spinning, spinning. But yes, you have cleared all of the spiders in this area. You've defeated my spider puzzle. Congratulations. The tiny bit of fire that caught on the webbing is still kind of slowly, gradually burning the webbing off of the flooring, but it's not very fast right now. And we are out of initiative.
I catch my breath, having been healed by Uriel's touch, and look around, and as I do so, I can't help but notice these surfacers. It's just there's something about the way that as they pant from exertion and sweat, I just have to look away and avoid any impure thoughts.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Uriel's gonna walk over to Valo, and as they do, I'm gonna use my Eldritch Eyesight to catch detect magic to will, see if there's anything in this room.
Yeah. So you cast detect magic, and as you can see the fire kind of burning away all of the webbing. There are a few magical items in this room. Nothing super big. Like there's a few like minor health potions, like 3 very basic health potions. 1 potion of transmutation school, but you're not sure what exactly that does. And then you see there's like a faint glow of magic like further down. You can't actually like see the school of magic because it's too far down below the stonework of the flooring, but you know that there's something magical lower. And actually, as the small bit of fire begins burning more of the webbing away, you actually see covered on the floor what looks to be like a trap door.
Gotcha. Uriel points out the potions to everyone else. Then she kind of looks down at Valo and just grabs them by the shoulder and hoists them up. And as they do, I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration for being paralyzed. So, considering it's your expertise, maybe you could help with the magic down the hall, or help at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really want to go to this school anyway. It was just expectations to fulfill. I'm really changing my mind about all this.
Clearly.
Thanks, though. Yeah, I'll be of whatever help I can. I'm tired of pretending to be bougie. It's a lot of exhausting effort.
Meanwhile, Marvis is trying to get all the viscera off of her by just swinging her arms like a flurry. And just getting it onto the wall, getting it onto everyone else, and just going, oh!
Much viscera is yeeted off of your body. Is the right word? Not the word I really wanted to use, but it's the word that came out of my mouth. Yeah. So, cleaning up the room, you can see that again the fire is wiping away most of the webbing. Does anybody grab those potions?
I will
I don't
hold them
know
on
about
my
them.
person.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Uriel. Do you
Yeah.
point it out to
I let
him?
everyone. I pointed them out to everyone, and I'll point out the transmutation one, and turn to Valo and be like, since you know more about magic, at least I hope, maybe you can tell us what it does.
Yeah,
Not
I mean, I
familiar.
can take a look. No promises, though.
So there are the 3 health potions, and then this very green, green liquid inside. It's a very thick, opaque, potion. You can roll me an Arcana check and see if you know what it is.
Right. Oh, I thought that was a 15, but it's just a 5, so 8.
8. You're not sure.
Drink it.
This is a potion of I don't know what, but you know, potions are worth shit, so I'd hold on to it. Also, your sword does some really cool shit. And she looks over to some still bleeding, oozing wounds. Is it how often can it do said cool shit?
Once more for not much.
I could just take a potion, though. I don't want to put you out.
The potions are the 2d4 plus 2.
What about you, Ulian? You took a bit of a beating.
The touch of good woman Ariel's magic has mostly cured my wounds.
You sure you don't need to take that breastplate off and get a better look?
I best not. I think would set a poor precedent of behavior for the ward.
Valo just takes the potion bottle, uncorks it with her elongated, sharpened incisor, and throws it back.
I look at the big dead spider, and it's a terrible thing to look at, but it's the only thing I can look at right now.
Yeah. You're like, how? That's a really big crab.
Without looking, I compliment good stallion Melly. You use a trident as well as any Triton born. Have you ever considered perhaps transitioning to an aquatic lifestyle?
Become
To
a
life
seahorse.
aquatic? I mean, there are water horses, seahorses, plenty.
I have, believe it or not. But I need some special flippers if I were going to be doing that. And you would not believe how expensive they are to special order. I'm clomping my feet again, and I've just got the glaive like set down with on the floor, and I stick out my hand and call the trident back to my hand, and then just put it on my back.
It's definitely still got that spider stuck on it.
That's fine.
just
Shake it a little bit.
Yeah, I'll take my spear and just like a handle broom, just push all the spider corpses into a pile.
Nice. As you push all the spider corpses into a nice, neat pile, the trapdoor that was revealed earlier, you begin to see just a very fine mist, smoke, fog, like a whitish cloud, just briefly kind of comes through the cracks of it.
Oh, look, there's a new pope.
Ah, yes.
Companions, someone's chiefing.
Dude,
Is it water-based?
Yes. Is it all gas
Yes!
water based? Oh no.
True. Wait.
This is smoking.
Marvis's hair goes
That's
even
true.
crazier. It's going upward this time.
As Uriel sees this, he, like, having noticed Marvis used mostly her fists, with the exception of the parts of the spiders, she will give one of the potions to Marvis, and then I don't know whether Ren or Milne, which one of you would like the other one. Obviously, I'm good because I could just do it on myself, but
Obviously. Ulium was kind of tanking.
I could stand to get about 12 hit points.
it's true.
Oh yeah, I guess I should roll the healing from the potion I took too.
Okay.
So then, yeah, do you want to take the
I'll
other one?
imbibe, yes. Save me the effort from later.
as you're all drinking, and the trap door is smoking, I kind of gesture at it with the end of the glaive. Do any of y'all want to open that up, or should I do it?
I've kind of learned my lesson about going first.
I mean, if
Perhaps-
you're offering,
Yeah.
Well, I never offer if I don't intend to follow through, and I'll just trot over and use the. Well, I'll reach down to see if I can open the trapdoor. How big is it?
It's pretty big. It's like
good.
it's almost as big as the actual cellar door. As you reach down to pull it up, you actually can see there was once a rug that had been covering it, but it has since been chewed through by both fire and spider.
Mm.
As you lift up the trap door, the first thing that hits hits all of you is more of that smoke. It doesn't burn or anything, but you get this very pungent, mildewy, old, dusty smell at the that just kind of hits your nose. And as this smell hits all of you, we're going to take a quick break here. And we will see what is on the other side of this trap door. Everybody in chat, thank you so much for being here. Stick around. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. So go use the facilities, go get some drinks or some water, eat something, and we will see you guys on the other side. Streamcat. And yeah, we will see you in a bit. And we're back. Hey everybody, we're back. And so Sir Ulian is doing a thing.
I'm showing you how reach works. It's like this.
Yes, you have to like as the arm is going forward, move the head back. That's the vital organ.
That's where my important bits are.
Yes. Well, your important bit is at your hip. Your young
Yes,
ward.
that's true. You mean my ward.
Your ward, yes.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Before the break, the party encountered the absolutely terrible land crustaceans called speeders, and made chum out of them. How many more references can I do here? After finishing up their main task of dealing with these terrible menaces, the small fire that had been lit by a firebolt cleaned up some of the webbing, unveiling a trapdoor that had a strange mist coming out from underneath it. With the bravery of Millie, he opened up the trapdoor and a funky mildew smell now permeates the room, and a large set of stairs leads further down into the basement to whatever lays beyond that smells so funky.
And am I still getting that source of magic coming from down there?
Yes.
Is there any like coating of dust or any more fine webs in this actual stairwell that look like they've recently been disturbed, like someone passing through this way?
The stairwell that you guys just came from, or the stairwell from the trapdoor?
The newly unveiled staircase.
Yes.
In the trapdoor.
Give me a survival check. Anybody who wants to make this check to see if they notice anything disturbed on the stairs.
Let me help someone who's better at dealing with dirt and dust, because
Okay.
that's not my shtick.
Whoever is investigating.
Yeah, not me.
Wait, can it be investigation instead of survival?
It can be.
Okay, I'll do that.
I can track a minnow through a current, but I don't know anything about any of this.
Footprints.
Okay. Investigation is 17.
17? You can definitely tell that the fine layer of dust, it's also kind of it is a little you can definitely tell it's damp. Marvis, your hair is like, yeah,
Totally frizzing out, man.
yeah. They have been disturbed recently. How recently? You're not entirely certain. It's definitely not today, though.
All right, well, yeah, again, I ain't going first this time. That was a right shit idea. So, after you guys. Also, if any faculty show up, I ain't gonna talk like this. Don't mention it. I'll kill you. Right?
I am prepared to investigate it the old-fashioned way. That's what we require.
Who's got a light?
I send the globules down the stairs.
Do I see anything down there?
You begin descending the stairs, and these actually wrap around instead of going just straight down. That funky mildew smell becomes more and more kind of present to you, and also it begins to get a little colder as you descend further down. Not freezing cold, just like there is just that feeling of stone deep underground that doesn't get any sunlight or warmth. Just
I turned to my little like it's one of those goldfish with big bulgy eyes.
yes.
When darkness threatens the lives of innocent people, bravery is what is required. And I'll start stepping down the stairs, spear in hand.
And Marvis follows.
Yeah, Udio will follow behind.
I'll be second to last if that's all right.
Okay.
I just feel like if you were to go in front of me, I feel like I'm getting a very one-dimensional view of you. You know.
Do they make centaur
Not that
pants?
it's not a wonderful view. Don't get me wrong, but
if they make pants for centaurs, how do they wear them? Over all four legs or just over the back?
Back to...
I don't wear them.
Solves a lot of problems.
I hold the door open and I motion. Of course, after you.
Oh, thanks, love.
I'll draw my shield this time as I follow behind.
Protector. All right. As you guys make your way further down the small little globules, lighting your way, you eventually come into a very dusty, musty, funky, mildew-ridden room. It actually looks like it would have probably been a like a lounge of some sort, a common room, but it hasn't been used in years, and hasn't been taken well taken care of. There are no sheets covering any of the armchairs or the desks or the end tables or the bookshelves. They've all been left to pretty much rot and wither in this room. Everybody make me a perception check.
And
10,
17.
17,
1.
14.
14.
That one.
4. It's a good thing I'm in the back.
Sir Ulrin and well, who got a 14? And Marvis. The two of you are looking around. You know, the damp here doesn't really bother you, but the chill kind of is a little strange. You and your companions are searching around the room, kind of taking it in, and the both of you notice the bookshelf is actually not as withered as the rest of the furniture in here. And Sir Ulian, you actually notice that many of the books are still well maintained. They do not have the look of the decay and dampness that the rest of the room has.
I'll approach these books and move one webbed finger down the spines and try and read them.
As he does that, is that where I'm sensing the source of magic bookcase?
Actually, it's not the bookcase that you sense the source of magic. You continue to look down. There's no magic in this room, but there is a concentrated source of magic below you.
Like further down the stairs, or just directly below?
Directly below. Yeah, there are no more stairs here, but there's something else further down. And as you get to this level, you actually can't really tell what the school of magic is, but you can tell that there is something, a concentrated source of magic below you.
Cool.
So, Sir Ulian, you are searching down on these books, and you can see a variety of different titles. School books that are from earlier years, centuries ago, cookbooks. It's just a wide range of things. But you definitely can tell that some books are a little, not, I wouldn't say nicer, but more well loved than others.
I see. Can I tell? Are they anything special?
Give me an investigation check.
Ooh. Well then. Well, I rolled a 17, so that's a 17.
Excellent. there are 4 books that catch your eye, that are on different shelves, but they seem to stick out to you for some reason. One that is named Petulance, another that is named End of the 900 Age of Dragons, one that's called Opulence in the Library, and the last one is Knight of the Changeling Army.
Oh, I flipped the last one open, Knight of the Changeling Army. That sounds like a story I'd like.
You pull it, and surprisingly enough, it doesn't pull out. It's almost like a lever of sorts. But when you pull that one out, it simply goes back in, and you hear a clicking sound. And
Dun, dun, dun.
Who wants fish fry?
Uriel, you are standing back watching Ulian kind of do this. You watch the book get pulled in, and then it just shifts back in, and a clicking sound happens. I'm going to need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as a blast of acid shoots out of the wall and aims towards you.
That's a 19.
19. You are able to duck out of the way. You will still take half of that, 3 points of acid damage as it hits your boot.
I immediately hands off this library.
Please be careful.
Compatriots, please. Someone with a keen eye for these collections of letters. And I point out the 4.
Yeah.
I'll mosey on over and take a look. Can I use my globules of light to send them back behind the books along the shelves and see if I can find any sort of mechanism that can be disarmed on some of the books but not others? Any way to sort of mechanically figure out which is the proper way, or if there's a sequence, etc., etc.?
Yeah. The globules go back there, and they kind of phase through the books and kind of light up this whole bookcase. Go ahead and make me an investigation check with advantage, as you have a light source to kind of help you along, and also Ulian kind of pointing out what he's already discovered.
What a keen eye you have, Sir Knight. Oh, yes. Okay. 19 plus... so 22.
Nice. With the 22, you get the feeling that that the books that he pointed out have to be opened, not opened, but triggered in a certain order, and you can definitely tell that pulling the wrong one does activate a small minor trap to those who do not know the correct sequence. To disarm it would require you can use a thieves tool check to potentially disarm the traps that are going on.
Would you read us the names of those books one more time?
Yep. Petulance.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. End of the 900 Age of Dragons. Opulence in the Library. Knight of the Changeling Army.
Uriel kind of steps forward over Vala's shoulder and scoffs a little. Oh, it's obvious, isn't it?
Is it?
And then, what are the titles again?
Petulance, End of the 900 Age of Dragons, Opulence in the Library, Knight
What do you
of the...
oppose that one?
Which one?
Opulence Library, the Opulence of the Library one?
Yeah.
Would you oppose that one first?
You pull that one first. It clicks into place and it stays out.
Marvis just exhales.
Uriel looks at Valo with a raised eyebrow, and then the petulance pulls it.
You pull it out. It clicks into place and stays out.
How are you doing this?
Perhaps you're not the only sorceress. And then the dragon's book.
Mm-hmm. Pull out End of the Age, and that one clicks and stays out.
Uriel finally looks around. Throws that open. And then pulls the last one.
You pull out Knight of the Changeling Army, and it clicks. All the books simultaneously slide back into place. There is a loud ka-chunk sound, and the bookcase pops open.
Please explain to me how the fuck you know what order to pull those books out in.
It's the first letter of every word. Throws that open.
Oh, night with an N, not a K. I wrote night with a K, and that.
Oh!
Grammar matters.
Sorry, I should have clarified. That's on me.
Amazing.
I like that it's in canon. That yeah, I mean, Julian definitely wouldn't have gotten that. Justice didn't get that.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was a K and Uriel like so confidently walked up to it.
Of course, this is about knights.
A fireball goes off. Destroys itself.
Damn.
Since you mentioned that, though, the big things that I can do kind of take up a bit of space. So if there's a fight behind this door, try to stay on like one side of any enemies we run into. If they're all lining up nicely, don't be in the line. You know, that sort of deal.
I'll just stand directly behind you.
Sounds good to me, love.
Great.
Love it. Tactical flirting. As the bookcase opens, and almost like a weird shift in the air, where you had been kind of sitting in damp, funky, cold room, a dry, arid heat escapes from on the other side of the bookcase. I'm sorry, Marvis, your hair definitely just...
It goes, wow. Wow.
It deflates.
It deflates. Your volume is gone. You open it, and everybody make me another perception check.
There is one more thing I'd like to do before we move into this chamber.
Absolutely.
Oh, it almost fell off the desk, and I wish I had, because that's really bad.
17 from Ulian. Cool.
18.
18.
Just 8.
8.
15.
15.
11.
11. So everybody that got above a 10, sorry, Valo, you're doing something else at this point. You all hear like whispers. Marvis and Melanie, you only hear you can hear it just barely. Uriel and Ulian. Uriel, you got a 18, right?
17.
Yeah.
17, 18, yeah. The two of you can definitely hear. You can tell that it's two people, and one person is saying, "Look, we're almost done with the ritual. As soon as it's over, everybody will see what I see." And then you hear another voice say, "Once the ritual is over, I can take my rightful place in the sunlit world."
I turned to my patrons and go, "We're here to kill a frog, correct? A frog." That's just...
Again, it's never as simple as a frog with mages.
You are correct. Friend.
Was somebody ordering food?
Remember, go to the third door on the left. It's the red. Look for the beacon.
There is foul evil at work here. Do we wish to challenge this evil, friends? I would not bring you into my fight.
It's not in my contract, but
Should we see if we can get a bit of information? And I'll point to the pearl on the chain that was handed to someone.
Probably to Ulian.
yeah.
So before we descend through this bookcase, do you want to call out to Shimmer and see if she knows about some ritual doing something to the light of day down here?
I will field any questions you all might have, and I'll take the thing. I have to take off my great helm, and then place this thing on my weird fin ears, and just push it in the hole.
Yeah.
Push it in the hole.
Just like
This is truly proven to be a chamber of secrets down here.
Her name was Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Good Mistress Shimmer, are you there?
Hello, this is Shimmer. What can I do for you?
This is Sir Ulian of Trench and the rest of the adventurers here.
Oh.
We've killed some spiders,
Oh.
and now it seems we face incomprehensible and perhaps life-changing evil.
I'm sorry.
Queen.
Dark whispers tied for foreboding and ominous ruination for us all. But is that part of what we need to kill, or are we looking for a frog?
I just lean in way too close to Ulian and take the pearl like an inch from his face. So it appears that there's some sort of ritual being performed down beneath this abandoned common room. Something about bringing something to the light of day. Any knowledge what that might be?
Ulian feels your breath on his fin and immediately has to leave the area. just no, you keep the pearl. Just goes elsewhere.
And Marvis just uncomfortably goes up to her, her side of her face, Bella's side of her face.
I love it.
There's a history of cultish behavior here.
I mean, possibly not that I was aware of. Oh my goodness. There was just the cellar room that you were supposed to eviscerate the spiders in. Did you leave the cellar, or is this in a? Where
Yes,
did you
come on,
find?
darling, keep up. There was a trapdoor. We went through it, abandoned common room beneath, and now we found yet another secret passage beyond the secret passage. So you have no idea what could be down here.
No. Again, I'm mostly for tours. I don't know the secret machinations of this castle. You know what? Wait there. I'll be there in just a minute.
She hung up on me.
There's there's a couple of minutes that go by, and suddenly, almost like the Flash, Shimmer appears running down the stairs like a red blur, and she stops in front of you while she's like, "Hey, Spell, what is this? Where did this come from? What did you find?"
Can I insight check her?
Yes. Anybody, if you guys want to inside check Shimmer, see if she's lying or dubious.
6, so
6.
Oh, 18.
18.
16, but yeah.
16. Valo and Marvis, the two of you can just tell on her face she has no idea what's going on, and she's probably more confused than the two of you. And you actually see her kind of worrying her, she's wringing her hand. She's like, "I didn't know this place exists, and if you're telling me that there may be cult-y things going on, that's..."
Take a breath. Take a breath. There we go.
Okay, Sorry, just
You're gonna start sending off sparks. It's all right.
I think what might be best, I am going to go beyond my pay grade and assume that this needs to be dealt with. And she kind of just summons from the air like a small piece of parchment paper which has your contract on it, and she just writes, I'm going to go ahead and add 500 gold pieces to what I had already promised you for the spiders. If you wouldn't mind dealing with the cult things, I'm going to go inform the headmasters and mistresses and maesters about what is potentially going on. I will just go ahead and say, at your discretion, your adventurers, you know what to do. It would be wonderful if we could find out what is going on down there, but if they just simply must be eradicated, that is fine too. It was just supposed to be spiders. Why a cult? Okay. Yes. And she says another word, and like the contract becomes 2, and she hands you the new one, and she says, I will be right back. Let me help you. Who's going? Fighter man. She points to Sir Ilian, and she touches your armor, and she says, it won't do much, but some if they do anything fire related, it'll take some of the heat off. And she's essentially given you like the next 10 points of fire damage that come to you. You can just knock it off.
This will be of good use, since my friend here uses fire magic indiscriminately.
Uriel holds up the transmutation potion,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, a staff, might you know what this is? We found it, and as is with adventures, we intend to keep it, but we'd like to know what it does first, if you don't mind.
Well, I mean, if you found it down here, it probably was hidden anyway. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. What is that? And she takes it, and she her eyes just begin to glow, just like a molten gold color, and she's like, "Huh. This is a resistance from poison. How'd that get down here?"
Before, like, as she's in that thought, Uriel, who knows? How'd you get spiders?
I don't know. I don't know a lot of things, apparently. I think I'm going to also go ask for a promotion. I think that's what I'll do. I'll be right back. Hopefully with...
You should unionize.
The staff that aren't technically administrators should definitely unionize. That would be smart. So we don't have to deal with things like this. You're great. You're all doing wonderful. Honestly, thank you. I would have rather professionals have found this than a student. Oh God. If it is a student, it would be great if we could keep the student intact. That would be great. Please and thank you.
Should we wait here for you to come back, or shall we go do our jobs?
No, if they're doing cult things, I would like that to be halted. So, I don't know anything about cults. I don't know.
Shimmer, it's okay. Deep breaths.
Okay, sorry. Oh, that's my other pearl. Shoot, I have to go answer that. I will be right back. And she hastes herself back up the stairs. And you can already hear her being like, "Get all of the headmasters all together. There is something going on in the cellars." No, it's not just spiders. She doesn't get paid enough.
And the voices that we heard, was it past the bookcase, further down, even.
Mhm. Yeah, it's further down into the room. By the way, when that bookcase opened up, Uriel, did you still have your detect magic going?
Yeah, it's Eldritch Eyesight, so it just stays up.
Nice. One, Shimmer was doing a lot of magic, but you could clock
Right.
all that. That's normal, basic wizard stuff. Down below, it becomes brighter and almost like a angry red color is what this magic signature is giving off.
But
Whatever is down there is, not to be obvious, but not great.
all right. Should someone go ahead and take that potion in case it's like a giant spider mage or something? Because I'll tell you, it fucking sucks.
I have the constitution and fortitude to withstand the poison on my own. More often than not, one of you who does not share this ability should take it.
What about you, Spider Monkey? How are you feeling? Are you hearty enough to get spider poison and straight off, or do you need a potion? And I point at Marvis.
I was like, spider monkey? What
Could only be one.
terrestrial being are you referring to?
Oh, right, sorry.
It's like a floppy sea urchin.
Ah, got it. So Marvis does have acid resistance, but that's not the same thing, right? Not at all.
No.
Okay. I guess she would take that.
Since you're going to be in melee the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Uriel hands it over.
Oh, thank you. And instead of imbibing it through her mouth, she absorbs it through her skin. She just pours it over her head.
Nice. Like a shampoo commercial.
A normal person.
This is how you do it, right?
Yeah.
Yes. It's actually
this-
kind of hot. Keep doing
None of
it.
this lewd imbibing and rebibing.
All right, so this has proven to be quite an interesting day.
I'm
All
sorry,
right.
what was the stat on that?
It is so it's resistance from poison. So any poison damage that you receive, you take half. Would have been great against the spiders, but you know, I put things there. Sometimes you find it, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you drink a potion.
Sometimes you drink a potion.
Sometimes I drink cough syrup because it tastes good.
So, do you make your way past the bookshelf and down the last set of stairs?
This time, Uriel will offer to take charge.
Cool.
If you wish, I'll be right behind you.
The W in the front, and who's following?
Is there still another potion floating around by chance?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's one.
I have it.
'Cause I'm still sitting at about 2/3.
Oh, would you like it?
If, meta pigeon, this is probably the last fight.
I
Yeah.
love this.
It's dangling off of Marvis's robe.
Marvis, baby.
Mm?
love, darling.
Oh, are you speaking to me? Oh,
Yeah, so, listen, you're so nimble, you're so agile, you're so powerful.
oh,
I
thank
really,
you.
do you really see yourself needing that potion? I mean, I just feel like you've got so much better things you can do with a moment of your time in a fight than, just...
Are you asking me for help?
No, it's just, yes, I am.
And she sort of like pretends to bobble it. Oh no! Kidding. Here you go.
Oh my
Thanks.
god.
Thanks.
I love it.
I'm not gonna look as cool taking it as you did. And I'll just sort of slowly up and down. But then, again, uncork it with my fangs and throw it back. Oh, I took a lot of damage really fast in that last fight.
Spiders were brutal. But not as brutal as what lays beneath. final dungeon room. So the double U's are leading. Who's behind Ulian?
I'll go behind Marvis.
Oh man, okay.
I can go. I could go second.
Well, it's Uriel and then Ulian, so you'll be in the middle.
Then I'll go.
Okay.
If there's two
Okay,
people in
good.
front of me, I don't matter.
Yeah.
I don't mind being the middle.
Marvis will follow Melly.
Nice. Excellent. So as you descend down the stairs, the whispers get louder and louder, and that bright, angry red magic gets brighter and brighter, and suddenly it is gone from your sight, Lorien. Almost like, you know, if someone had finished casting a spell, that magic kind of finishes up. As you all descend the stairs, and you come into another finely ornate room, much nicer than the room you were in before. This one obviously maintained. There are throw pillows, there are lounges, a nice table, a small dry bar, and you see a student standing before oh no, excuse me, not a student. You see a man with kind of curly blonde hair, dimpled cheeks, sparkling blue eyes, wearing the robes of this college, standing before a cloaked figure that turns to look at all of you as you descend the stairs into this boudoir.
Is this chess club? What are we? But yeah, kind of steps in.
The person, the blonde haired man steps forward. He says, hi, can I help you? What are you? You're not students. You're not students, are you?
No, we're here for the spider problem. Video kind of turns to everyone else.
I see. You're the adventurers that Shimmer hired. Well, that's great. Wonderful. How's the spider problem going? Obviously, you've dealt with it since you're down here.
We do have to check for spiders down here as well.
Well, there are no spiders, so thank you so much for being
You'd be surprised. Much like a crab, they can crawl into small crevices.
The cloaked figure holds out a very tanned hand from beneath the cloak and grabs the man's shoulder and says, "Your spell is complete. We don't need to hide anymore. Let us show these adventurers what we've been working on."
Oh boy.
And this cloaked figure reveals themselves, and you see a fine individual of indeterminate gender. You can just tell that they have a smooth chest with this beautiful gilded vest on top of it. These very, very nice leather pants. Don't leave much to the imagination. Red hair that cascades down in front of them, and these piercing yellow eyes. And they just, my name's Varric. It's a pleasure.
We've established that I noticed this. Are they breathing?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Not a lich. And also, horny.
Not a lich. Horny.
Yeah.
They are
Marvis is-
also a little horny. You notice two small black horns kind of projecting out of their forehead.
Marvis is tilting her head and whispers to Sir Ulian, "Not enough fins."
I Cannot comment on the number of fins.
No fins.
I felt your spell from above.
Ooh.
Quite a piece. What are you working on?
The blind man kind of like straightens his robes and he says, "Well, if you all must know, since you're already down here, this, as you know, is Varric. My name is Damien. I am the chemistry teacher here at the university. Thank you again for taking care of those spiders. Varric here is, goodness, how do I put our relationship? My soul is bound to him. Both literally and metaphorically."
Oh
I know
no,
what
he's a
I know what that's
snake.
like.
But he's like if you had Lockhart look with Snape on the inside.
We're about to find out who has very problematic tastes here.
As a warlock, you're just like, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Whoops.
But so, y'all are like together?
More like I sold my eternal soul to love and worship Varric, and they, through both my magic and the will that I have imposed on the material plane, can now ascend here. And what else exactly did you want to do, dear? I just want to enjoy the spoils of the material plane, you know.
Are we talking like hedonism, debauchery, that sort of thing, or like tyrannical conquest?
I mean, if the
Because I
bedroom
know
can
a few
stand
clubs
it,
I
yes.
could show you.
More the debauchery, and also perhaps claiming the souls of those that might not normally fall into my purview.
As they're saying this, Uriel starts like circling the room, just like looking around, but distinctively trying to like come around and behind.
So, those of you who are not directly looking at Varric or Damien, give me a perception check.
Baby, I'm looking.
Yeah, I'm just like, if, like, chase your bliss, I'm not gonna judge you if you're like, no, I'm not looking that hard, but, you know, if you're distracted, if
That's
you're
a
not.
19.
18?
19.
19.
16.
16. The two of you, I mean, obviously there's these very dazzling people in front of you, and it's hard to look away. But as you look around the room, you can tell there is, on the rug, there is a red substance that has been drawn into a circle and a rune-like inscription. Both of you who notice this, give me Arcana checks.
Ooh, 19.
19.
14.
14. Uriel and Marvis, the two of you just kind of get the idea that, oh, yeah, this is your normal summoning circle. Really just have to disrupt this and maybe one other type of magic, possibly the chemistry teacher, to put Varric back where he belongs.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
So help me.
And we both clean this.
Yes.
But it's we could either mess with the circle or with the chemistry teacher himself.
I mean, messing with the chemistry teacher will disrupt the magic that's would allow him to leave, but the summoning circle will actually, like, disrupting that will send him back. It's a two key lock.
Would I have any kind of intuition based on what Damien has so openly shared with us that this individual Varric might be fiendish in nature, or
Valo, I will go ahead and give you go ahead and make me an Arcana check with advantage. Not because of what Damien has said, but just because of your own heritage and others similar to you.
Oh yeah, 19 on the die. 20, I think 22, 23.
You get the feeling, one, you know a fiend when you see one. And two, this looks and acts like either an incubus or a succubus. I don't know what I've yet to find a monster that encapsulates a gender neutral version of this, but that is who Varric is.
I will just give my most fanged grin at Varric and say in Infernal, I do appreciate someone that knows how to party, but you must remember, on this plane, consent is key.
Oh, of course. Can't take a soul that's not willing. That's not how that works. And I am always a person of the laws that I abide myself to. Maybe not yours, but I can't just steal souls. No. They have to be willingly given. And Damien has been very willing so far. How about any of you?
I will follow Uriel's lead and just sort of casually begin to circle around the chamber, just very blatantly eyeing Varric up and down like I'm pondering. And I'm going to try and position myself so that Varric and Damien are in a line from me, without either of my party members on the other side.
I just want to ask real quick, are you assuming the position?
I'm assuming the position.
Come on.
I couldn't help it. Look, we're almost done. You guys have met the sexy final boss. You're about to gank him.
Uriel is looking through the books, and they're like, "Oh, I'd love to give you that, dear, but it's already been taken." And Uriel will turn, and I'm gonna cast Hold Person at 3rd level on both of them.
Oh my god! Also,
that's how you start a fight!
Oh my god, also I just I imagine your celestial being, whoever they are, just good job. Proud of you. Ooh.
That's my warlock.
Do you have... Nope. Okay.
This whole time he's like, I hope there's no counter spell. I hope there's no counter spell.
No, I checked on both of them. Neither of them have magic resistance, and they rolled a 9 and a 5. Well.
Oh, that's gonna mean they automatically fail their dex saves.
Oh my god.
It's also, yeah.
Yep.
They're also paralyzed, so it's a crit if you hit him with a melee weapon.
Oh, I've got something a lot better.
I think so, right?
If they automatically fail their dexterity save, yes, it does count as a critical hit.
Got it.
Would you like us to go ahead and roll initiative?
Yes, I would. Let's roll initiative.
20.
Really, a 9 and a 5. I'm
not 20.
Wasted a natural 20 on initiative.
I also
Me
got a
too.
natural 20.
Wait,
How
really?
many people got a natural
Yes!
20?
That's 3 of us.
Wow.
3 people got natural 20s?
That's great.
No.
And that's 2
Wow.
with unreal dice and 1 on a digital one. That's so weird.
No, I love it. So Ulian, with a natural 20, what is your total?
21.
21. Melly, what did you get?
15.
15.
Hmm.
Also, Melly, just real quick, how does Melly feel about all of this?
Undecided.
Undecided?
No frolicking, so.
Not yet.
You can frolic forever with me. Yeah.
Frolic in the fields of poppy. Uriel, you also got a natural 20. What is it
Yeah,
total?
so 22.
22. Valo, you also got a natural 20. What is it altogether?
23.
Oh my god. And Marvis.
11.
11. It's okay. They still get an initiative roll, but I rolled a natural 1.
Curse.
They were like, I was just beating the snot out of you guys with the spiders, and they're like, your big final sexy boss just nope.
Amazing.
throw it in the garbage. Wow. Oh my god. Okay. So up first is Valo, followed by Uriel, and then Sir Ulian.
Well, I was planning to start this fight by casting some haste, but since they're going to fail their dexterity saving throws and I'm already assumed the position,
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt.
Yes. Just go ahead. Lightning bolt is it still an attack or no? No, lightning
It's a dex
bolt.
save.
Yep. Just roll that damage. Roll that sweet damage.
Ooh. You see all these dice, y'all? You see all these beautiful click clacks? Right. So 4, 10, 16, 18, 21, 27, 29 points of lightning damage.
Ow. Yeah, they didn't like that.
No,
Weirdly enough, they didn't like that.
I don't say.
You shoot the lightning, and Varric kind of oh, thank God. Okay. It kind of hits him, and he kind of shakes off a little bit of the lightning. Still hurts, but not as bad. Damien just out. Just outie 500.
Wow.
And Vala, you yourself have an affinity for lightning. You also know that it doesn't affect you as much. You can tell that it's not affecting Varric as much. But he still took it. Still took the damage. Bonus action.
I'm not going to burn any sorcery points just yet for a bonus action. Instead, I'm going to move a bit closer to Marvis and call out to the room. If anyone wants to get some extra actions in, hack up a bit faster than you usually could, tag! And I'll hold my hands out, getting ready to cast my next spell on my next turn.
Excellent. Uriel. You watch Damien pass out like a little baby boy, and Varric is still standing there, just that tickled.
Go to sleep, baby. Go to sleep.
Uriel,
He Bethesda glitches into the ground.
Uriel will point a finger in front of them, and then open their hand for the sword to just appear and do Sacred Flame.
Yes.
So that's gonna be 2d8.
Nice.
The dex save, so.
He fails.
A whole person, baby. That's how you
Yes.
start a fight.
Oh my god.
That's a 11.
11 points of damage. He takes all of that damage. He's just like, oh, nope. If we could just not do the radiant, that'd be great. That'd be nice.
And that'll be. Actually, I'm gonna back up and take cover behind Sir Ulian.
Yep.
Kind of give him a pat on the shoulder. That's all you.
It is Sir Ulian's turn. I'm sorry. Uriel, do you have any bonus actions that you would like to use, or? Okay. I always like to ask. Ulian.
Cerulean charges into the fray and
Surprise,
strikes
surprise.
at the Decubus.
Yes.
And while attacking says, I cast out your heaving chests and breathy sighs and flushed cheeks. And I'm gonna strike. Spear numero uno is a 17.
Oh god. What's his armor class? Yeah, his armor class is 15. That'll hit.
So someone was saying something about crits on paralyzed targets, or
Yeah,
is
is
that
that
not
right?
a thing?
Well, he's restrained.
So just regular damage.
Yeah, just regular.
But the
damage.
attack against him is at advantage if you didn't already roll advantage.
That's
Huh?
what it is.
Let's see if I get a crit.
Yeah.
Yeah, crit finish.
No. So 7 points of damage on the first hit.
Yep.
And the next attack with advantage. One of those is a 20.
Oh boy.
So let's do 11 points of damage. And then, so stab, and then flip it around for the pommel strike as my bonus action. And that's an 18 on one of those.
Yes.
For 8 points of damage.
Ooh.
I hold my ward in my hand and cast out this tiresome and enthralling person, demon, devil.
We've got to get Ulian laid.
Oh
I
my
have taken a vow.
Yeah, you strike at the hot Thecubus and you do some serious damage to them. Varric is just like, okay, this was kind of fun and kind of kinky before, but now it actually I'm not into this. I'm not into this at all, and kind of tries to go against his magical restraints, but he obviously cannot. And now it's Millie. Millie P.
Well, seeing y'all taking your turns hacking away at this fine folk, I am going to, well, I can't earn my pay if I don't help out, I guess, so I'm going to charge in, I guess. And,
Do you frolic in?
No, I'm charging in.
No, you're frolic.
No.
Yeah, I know you're charging.
I'm
You're
charging
like, no.
No time to frolic.
No time to frolic right now. There's frolicking time later after the job's done.
Yeah.
I draw my glaive.
Yes.
And I'm gonna do a charge attack. Am I moving at least 30 feet?
No, I'd give you
No.
15 though. Like you're definitely
Okay.
15 feet.
I was just asking for my centaur charge, so I will just have to.
This room's pretty big and spacious and luxurious, but not 30 feet.
Not that big.
No.
So attack. I will attack. Coming up on your left there, Sir Ulian. Ooh. Is a 15 gonna?
You have
Oh, wait,
advantage because
Advantage.
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, is a 15 gonna hit?
A 15 meets it. Yep.
Yes. All right. All right. Great. Let's get some of that. Ooh, sweet 13 damage on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And second attack. Hey, what's your flavor? 7 or 7? So yeah, 13 or 13. So that's not going to hit.
Nope.
And I also have the Polar Master feat by a stroke of luck. So I'll use my bonus attack to strike with the butt of my glaive.
Yep.
And ooh, that's a 20. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
They have 2 hit points left. As y'all just came in, took names, and yes, Millipede, please describe how you finish off Varric, the very fine folk.
Just come in with the glaive, hack down on him, and as I pull it out, I look at this battered, bruised, bloodied
Oh, they're still gorgeous. Like even
specimen.
just before death, just immaculate.
And I like breathe a deep sigh. I'm so sorry. And I just like take the butt and just like strike them right in between on the forehead.
Yeah.
And like as I step back, I like scuff the ceiling circle on the floor or something. I don't know how they're gonna vanish or die or whatever, but just kind of like boop.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Very anime style. Head goes back and the hair goes flying and the sweat and the blood just kind of cascades around them, and they just and they fall to the summoning circle. Their blood mixing in with the kind of smeared blood that you had erased on the summoning circle, and there is a bright, almost like a hot flash, and the carpet is burnt, and Varric's body is gone, and you see Damien kind of briefly look up. He said, "No, we were going to have so many hot orgies."
Uriel like kind of does like one of these. 2 slots is enough, my ass. Stands there.
Marvis, not knowing that it's over, just dashes in, cartwheeling and whale speaking into the area where that red substance was, and is just trying to splash around in it, just like making sure. Kind of like a dog that sees like a foot under a blanket that just like.
Nobody tell her.
You jump on the rug, and soot is kicked out from around you, and but you do not see hide nor hair of what once was Varric.
So we're going to tell Shimmer that was a really hard fight, and that 500 gold is nowhere near enough, right?
Not nearly.
Cunning plan.
I mean, holy shit, Uriel. That was astounding.
Here, there's one of these.
Mr. Swallow, you've said many times you are not with us, but perhaps fights like this might change your mind.
That's
Common,
true.
Selene.
You're not so bad yourself. That lightning bolt did all the work.
Marvis grabs Damien by the gruff and drags him over to the group. What shall we do with this?
Not the hair.
I just lean
conditioned.
down and grin at him. My father's on the board of trustees, and my father will hear about this.
To wrap things up, Shimmer does eventually come back down with 5 or so individuals, all looking well into their 60s and 70s, all between men and women, halfling, tiefling, and they are distraught and disgusted at what they find here and what you tell them about Damien. And Shimmer's just like, "See, I told you, just didn't like him. Too pretty." What sum of gold do you ask on top of your already agreed upon payment and the gold that Shimmer promised you?
Well, there are 5 of us to split it between, because I guess we are a we now. So, how about...
Clap you on the back.
Oh, watch it. What, an extra 200, yeah? 200?
An extra 200 flat on top? Make me a persuasion roll, Vallo. This is what I'm good at. I know that, Wiggle.
Oh yeah, that's literally my best stat. 25.
Oh, no way.
Shimmer's just kind of like, we can do that. You know what? We can do that. Since it seems like Damien might be losing his tenure and probably leaving, and his position will be open.
Go for it, girl.
I can make this work. So she slaps on the 700 gold pieces on top of what you were already promised, which you were already paid beforehand. You clean up quite nicely in this school and in this little mini dungeon that you located, and that is the end of our adventure. Thank you all so much for joining us. This is now the portion of the show where people get to just shamelessly plug whatever they're doing. Starting with Ren.
Oh my gosh, I get to go first. Hi. Well, that was a blast. I played Melly tonight, the Centaur fighter, and when you want to find me elsewhere, if you enjoyed whatever I managed to do tonight, you can see me on Twitter and Twitch at Thorny Dryad, which is up here. You can also find me Sundays streaming 5th edition D&D on the Open for Adventure channel. I play a halfling fighter called Devereaux Thistlebrook, and they are a absolute gem. I also am the voice of a character in a Genesis RPG actual play podcast. That's a mouthful. Called Roads Uncharted, and that can be found on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or Apple Podcasts. You can check us out on Simplecast as well, which hosts us. That is, we're currently on hiatus for our second season, but we're recording, so you can check out our first season's recordings and follow us on Twitter for updates on what we're doing. I think that's all I've got right now. So thanks for having me. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for saying yes. Justice.
This is my streaming debut. I'm not streaming anywhere else. So, but if COVID has got you lonely and you miss having a unemployed trashy boyfriend, you can follow me at ardmood on Twitter, and that's somewhere around here. You can check out my books on DM's Guild. I wrote the Layman's Guide to Halflings and Other Humble Folk, which has 12 subclasses, subraces for halflings, and all kinds of fun stuff like that. And you can also hire me as a DM. I do Zoom games for pay, and all you got to do is DM me. I'll hook you up.
This is the guy that pretty much taught me how to dungeon master, if that's
You
any
give me
kind
too much
of
credit.
indication.
You give me too much credit. You are an excellent dungeon master.
Oh no, I'm phenomenal, but you paved the way. That's just like, yeah, if you thought I was great. And Chris.
Yeah, this is my streaming debut too, so kind of not streaming anywhere else. I guess I will plug my Twitter, which should be right above, and I'll say DM me if you want to play or something. If you want to see more hold person moments, let me know. You know, that's what I'm here for.
Power move.
If you want to see me ruin DM's plans around, so. Yeah.
Love it. More DMs to come. We have Jen.
Oh, hello. I'm Jen De La Vega. I am actually a chef by day, and this is my second D&D game ever. So thank you for having me.
Again, well done. You knew you would kill it.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was very unhinged, but it was very fun. I play Vivian Lakewood on an actual play podcast called Fun City. We are usually a Shadowrun game, but we are currently veering to the sharp left, playing a new game called Stillfleet, which is set 100 million years in the future, and I play a little lizard boy named Mercus. We are currently hosting a Patreon fundraiser. We're actually trying to raise more money to hire an editor because our GM, Mike Regnetta, is overworked, overstressed, writing every single thing, playing a bunch of NPCs, and doesn't have time to edit all the time. So we'd love to stay on our schedule and hire somebody nice. If you have recommendations for someone like that, you can get in touch with us at twitter.com/funcityventures or patreon.com/funcityventures. And my username is Randwitches everywhere else. So hopefully I can talk to you and play with you again sometime soon.
Oh, of course, always. I'm so happy you said yes. Literally, I'm just always like, they said yes. They said yes to playing my games. And finally, Morgan.
That's me. Yes, I am Morgan Kramer. I played Astane Fallow tonight. The extent of my streaming experience beyond tonight can be found on Neon Goblin's channel. You can find them on Twitter at Goblin Neon. On Wednesday evenings, I DM a run-through of Icewind Dale, the new Wizards of the Coast D&D 5e adventure. It is equal parts crazy loony fun and absolutely harrowing terror. We also play in a game for Neon Goblin Sunday evenings called Entropy, which is set in our DM's homebrewed setting he describes as a post-apocalyptic neon hellscape fit to D&D 5e. It is absolutely loads of fun. And then if you want some absolute absurdity, Neon Goblin also has the hottest club in Waterdeep every Thursday evening with a bunch of absolutely flamboyant, fantastic fellows. And if you just need a fun way to unwind before, I don't know, some other famous streaming D&D show on Thursday evenings, you should absolutely check out Hottest Club. It is so much fun. But yeah, other than that, you can find my personal stuff, including my art stuff, and hopefully soon my dice making stuff at my personal Twitter at Call Her Kramer. And yeah, that's me.
And I have been your Disaster by Dungeon Master for the evening. It's me, Nikki. You can find all the things that I do on my Twitter, The Wig DM. Tomorrow night, I will be on Encounter RP's channel playing Felicity Cross in their beta. We're beta testing essentially the game in this new system, the Flames of Freedom, where it's essentially the Revolutionary War meets supernatural terrors and excitements, and it's beautiful and wonderful, and Felicity has a donkey named Hans who steals the show, and it's great, and you should check that out tomorrow.
I'm sold.
Right? On Thursday, I play here on Final Show Films, Skuzz, the Goblin Rogue.
Yes!
Apparently, he got frozen the last time. Oh no, we won't be here on Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. I forgot. Well, catch us next Thursday when we come back from our little break. But Friday, on Black Friday, instead of, falling prey to corporate Black Friday deals and maybe buying local, you could check us out at Slady's ATL, where I'll be running my Sailor Moon style campaign, Hunt for the Heart Shards. The party is currently at a theme park, enjoying themselves after 2 harrowing battles that they just had to deal with. I'm also on Craftic Studios. We have a Tuesday game. I forgot the date that the next one is happening, but I play Nia, the very sassy, sometimes wet human bard, and we've just had so much fun. There is going to be a sneak peek mini episode coming out on Black Friday on that channel as well, so you should check that out. Again, I will post all these notifications on my Twitter. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank the cast. Thank you all so much for saying yes and being in this crazy game. And everybody stay safe, wear your masks, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, and fuck cops. And it's gonna get better. Also, if you live in Georgia, remember to vote on January 5th. Turn the state blue. Turn the Senate blue. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, Thank you all so much,
Thanks,
and you have
Nikki.
a wonderful night. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
And we'll see you later. Night.
Bye.